Some words are just noise. Others have weight. We've all seen it. The person in a meeting who speaks less, but says more. While others fill every silence, desperate to seem interesting, this person's quiet presence makes everyone lean in. When they finally speak, their words land with incredible force. The mistake we've all been taught is that connection comes from adding something. A better story, a funnier joke, more charisma. But the truth is, real human magnetism is an act of subtraction. This isn't about learning tricks. It's about unlearning the habits that make your words feel cheap. It's about discovering that your presence is far more powerful than your performance. Today, we're not just talking about what to say. We're talking about how to be. Here are 6 principles that shift you from performing to connecting, and from being heard to being felt. Imagine a friend tells you, "I just quit my job." The average response is an immediate hijack. "Oh, wow. I quit my job a few years ago. Let me tell you what happened." Or, "Are you crazy? What are you going to do now?" We immediately make it about our own story, our own anxiety, our own advice. We think we're connecting, but we've just turned their life-changing event into a backdrop for our own performance. A person with a gravitational presence does something different. They pause, and then they ask a question that travels deeper than the facts. They ask, "What was that like for you?" These 6 words are a key that unlocks the door between the event and the experience. Your friend doesn't just want you to know that they quit their job. They want you to understand the terror and the exhilaration of walking out that door for the last time. They want you to witness their inner world. The philosopher Epictetus taught that it's not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. When you ask, "What was that like for you?" you are showing interest in their judgment, their feeling, their unique human experience of the event. You are giving them the rare gift of being a witness to their life, not a commentator on it. When you do this, you'll notice a change. The other person's posture softens. They take a deeper breath. They stop reporting the news and start sharing their story. They feel seen. And in a world where everyone is waiting for their turn to talk, the person who genuinely wants to listen is magnetic. You're at a dinner party, and someone asks your opinion on a complex political issue or a new scientific discovery. You have a vague idea, but you're no expert. The insecure instinct is to fake it, to piece together a few things you've heard, wrap them in confident-sounding language, and present a half-baked opinion as fact. We do this because we believe admitting ignorance makes us look foolish. But the opposite is true. Everyone can feel a hollow opinion. It makes you look insecure and untrustworthy. The confident, centered person is comfortable with the truth. They say, "I haven't thought enough about that to have an opinion." This phrase is a masterclass in intellectual honesty. It doesn't just say, "I don't know." It says, "I respect this topic, and you too much to offer you a shallow, unconsidered take." It signals that your opinions are not cheap. They are earned through reflection. This is the very foundation of wisdom that Socrates built his philosophy on, knowing the limits of your own knowledge. A person who needs to have an answer for everything is a person who is deeply insecure. Their value is tied to appearing smart. A person who is secure in their own intelligence is happy to be a student. When you start using this phrase, 2 things happen. First, people immediately trust you more. If you are this honest about what you don't know, they can be certain that when you do speak, you know what you're talking about. Your words gain immense weight. Second, you create a space where it's safe for others to be honest too. The conversation stops being a competition and starts being a collaboration. A loved one comes to you with a serious problem. They're overwhelmed, struggling, and on the verge of tears. The universal mistake is to immediately put on our fix-it hat. "Okay, here's what you need to do," or "It's not that bad. You just need to look at it differently." We think we're being helpful, but what we're actually communicating is, "Your problem is making me uncomfortable, so Let me solve it quickly so we can move on. We invalidate their struggle by treating it like a simple puzzle. Instead, try this. After they've shared, take a breath and say, "Thank you for trusting me with that." This is a profound shift. You are not commenting on the problem. You are honoring their courage in sharing it. You are seeing their vulnerability not as a mess to be cleaned up, but as a gift of trust. You are validating the person, not just the problem. The great Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." When someone is struggling, they don't need your strict solutions. They need your tolerance, your patience, your grace. By thanking them for their trust, you give them a safe harbor to simply be in their struggle without the pressure of having to immediately fix it. When you do this, people will bring you their true selves. You become the person they come to, not for answers, but for understanding. And in the long run, understanding is a far greater gift than any advice you could ever give. Silence is the most powerful and misunderstood tool in human communication. Most people fear it. When a pause lasts for more than a few seconds, they panic and rush to fill it with noise, any noise. This nervous chatter trains people that your words are cheap and often meaningless. A person with presence, however, understands that silence isn't empty. It's a canvas. When you ask a meaningful question and the other person is thinking, your silence is the canvas upon which they can paint their thoughts. If you rush to fill it, you snatch the brush out of their hand. When you make a powerful point, your silence is the frame that gives it weight and allows it to land. The philosopher Seneca, who lived a life of intense political drama, understood this deeply. He said, "Silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life. Those who have truly lived know that the most important things are often communicated without words. Your comfortable silence signals confidence. It says, I am not here to perform for you. I am simply here with you." This calm is contagious. It allows the other person to relax, and relaxed people are honest people. You will learn more about someone in the quiet moments between sentences than you will in an hour of non-stop chatter. Practice this. The next time someone is speaking, let there be a 3-second pause after they finish before you respond. Let their words settle. Watch how it changes the entire dynamic of the conversation. People are starving to be seen, not for their results, but for their character. Your colleague navigates a tense meeting with incredible grace and patience. The standard response is, "Good job in there." It's transactional. It acknowledges the outcome. The deeply attractive response is more specific. It acknowledges the how. Later, in private, you say, "I was impressed by how you handled that." This is different. Good job is praise. "I was impressed by how you handled that" is recognition. You are telling them, "I didn't just see what you did. I saw the skill, the patience, the character behind the action." You are recognizing the invisible quality that made the visible result possible. The Stoics believed that the highest good was virtue, the quality of our character. When you acknowledge someone's character in action, you are giving them the highest form of praise. You are seeing them as they wish to be seen. This is not flattery. It must be genuine. But when you truly see someone exhibit a quality like integrity, resilience, or compassion, and you name it, you create a bond of profound respect. You become the person who sees their true value. And that is incredibly rare and magnetic. Your yes means nothing if you're incapable of saying no. Someone asks for your time or energy for something you genuinely do not want to do. The people pleaser's instinct is to invent a complicated excuse or to say a week maybe, leaving the door open for future pressure. This behavior teaches people that your time is not your own, and your boundaries are meaningless. The person of substance knows their value. They are able to say calmly and without a lengthy apology, "I won't be able to do that." This isn't harsh, it's clear. It's a complete sentence that communicates a firm but respectful boundary. The philosopher Epictetus, who was born a slave and became a great teacher, taught that true freedom is found in understanding what is within our control. Your time, your energy, and your commitments are yours. When you say yes to everything, your presence becomes cheap. But when people know that your yes is a deliberate choice, coming from a person who is perfectly capable of saying no, that yes becomes a valuable gift. Saying no doesn't push good people away. It filters for them. It earns the respect of those who value their own time, and it weeds out those who are only interested in what they could take from you. These 6 principles are not a checklist of lines to memorize. They are reflections of a deeper internal shift. They are the outward expression of a person who is genuinely curious, intellectually honest, emotionally present, comfortable in their own skin, observant of others' character, and respectful of their own worth. This is the great secret. Stop trying to be attractive. Stop performing. Subtract the need for approval. Subtract the nervous chatter. Subtract the weak boundaries. What is left when you remove all of that? Presence. And a person who is truly present in their listening, in their honesty, in their silence, is the most magnetic person in any room. That is the character that attracts. Everything else is just noise.